nothing better to do, it can only mean one thing. It's time for Since the Last Show, the #1 news segment where we cover everything from the already heavily discussed to things we blatantly made up. With your host, Andrew, scared of white women Emerson, and Stella is the white woman Burnett.
Wait, Stella, you mean to tell me that we actually let a woman do SLS? That's ridiculous. The funniest joke you guys ever... Ah!
Stop being a baby. You see me literally every other day.
I know, but like, you know. Anyway.
If you haven't heard by now, Inside Out 2 has begun production.
And we were able to get an exclusive interview with some emotions that just missed the cut. Starting with... Horny!
Hey guys. I'm in a really good mood today.
No.
Moving on, we've got Depression! Now I see why they didn't make the cut.
In any case, we have a long way to go before this movie gets released into theaters, so make sure to go watch it if you had a complicated childhood.
And a message to Pixar. Please, please, please put Horny in the movie! I really want to see him in the movie!
Ooh, you want me? I don't know.
Okay, let's have there will be no R-rated content for SLS.
Why?
Yet.
Speaking of Disney, it looks like Disney Plus has changed their logo after a couple of years.
Really? I always hated that blue. Let's see the new color. That is the same color.
It's just a different shade. So exciting.
How is a different shade of blue exciting?
It is. Trust me.
Oh my gosh, that new swamp blue green?
See?
Anyway, another thing that I'm sure some of you will know is that Seeing You Tonight will be turning 25 at the start of the next year. Funny enough, Brain Pop is also turning 25.
That's right. One of the staples of our childhoods is now the same age as a club that drank barbecue sauce and ranch.
You know, I'm wondering, in all of its 25 years, what is your favorite episode?
You know, I really enjoyed the episode on tornadoes. That was a pretty impactful episode. How about you?
Well...
Okay. Okay, Stella, what the fuck?
What? It's not offensive. It was an impactful episode.
Stella, we cannot make jokes about 9/11. It's insensitive.
Okay, hear me out.
No. Fuck no.
I think I may have found one of the most ironic things to ever happen.
Do tell.
There was a lawsuit that was made by a woman who claimed to be disabled. The thing is...
Wait, don't tell me. She walked into the courtroom and lost the case.
No, but that would be kind of funny. Ironically enough, she lost the case not by walking, but by a picture surfacing of her throwing a tree.
Yes. Huh. I can't believe that she would do something like that.
Andrew, for everyone else's sake, I'm going to cut you off before they leave.
Aww. And it's a good thing no one's leaving, because we have finally achieved... No. I have finally achieved God mode.
And what makes you say that this time?
I am finally in a dating sim!
What?
Yeah, look.
Dating sim! Wow, they actually found a way to make you look tolerable.
I will have you know that this game makes me look highly realistic.
Whatever you say, bud.
Speaking of highly realistic video games that involve intense strategy to complete.
It was a visual novel. There was no game to play.
There were choices! There were branching options that I had to strategically choose in order to romance myself. Anyway, speaking of highly realistic video games that involve intense strategy to complete, Sid Meier's Civilization 6.
Dude, that game came out in 2016. It's hardly newsworthy.
But you know what is newsworthy? Neuralink.
What does my stupid robot brain chip have to do with Civ 6?
Well, the first person to receive Neuralink says he can use it to play Civ 6. Which is really inspiring because...
Really? Really? We've gotten so lazy that we can't play games with our hands anymore?
Well, no, it's actually because...
It's because he's lazy. Is it really so hard to pick up a computer mouse?
Stella, you don't understand.
No, I understand perfectly. Our generation is so lazy. We can't even be bothered to pick up a goddamn mouse and play a fucking video game. Do you understand how stupid that is? Games are designed to be as easy to control as possible. And Mr. fucking look at me, man, no hands over here, is too lazy to use a keyboard.
Stella, he has a legitimate reason.
Oh, he has a reason, does he? What is it? What excuse does he have that makes it so fucking special that he can't grab it? Oh, he can't use his hands. That makes so much sense. Silly me.
Yeah.
Anyway, this just in. Gojo's racist.
What?
Yep.
No way! It has to be some sort of edit that people are just making into a joke. Like, remember Nanami and Tiana? Or the fake emails from the author of the series asking people to fight Sukuna?
You think I know these things, Andrew?
And even if he did say something offensive, that does not matter. Because at the end of the day, Gojo is the GOAT. He's literally the GOAT, and he's literally me. I mean, just look at him. He's just awesome. We don't make him like him anymore, people. I promise you that. He is impeccable, he's perfect, he's flawless.
You want to keep going?
Well, what does a Japanese author know about racism in America? It might have been a translation error.
Well, we do have an expert in racism backstage right now. Let's bring him out.
As you can see, Gojo Satoru is very fucking racist. Evidence 1. Okay. Evidence 2.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah. In addition, he looks like every Aryan's wet dream. I rest my case. Thank you.
There you have it.
Well, he apologized. He's still the GOAT. Speaking of wokeness, Valorant and Overwatch have introduced 2 new characters to their rosters.
That's right, and both of them are non-binary. Weird how both FPS games released their gremlins in the same month. Within the same week.
Yeah, it's almost like it was a business tactic. Anyway, look at these peeps. Here's Clove and Venture.
Yeah, they really got the culture of non-binary people. Weird names from objects. Well, that was SLS.
Before we go, here's an inspirational quote.
Have a good night.
And now the real ending of SLS. See, here at Seeing You Tonight, sometimes we like to take a break from being very, very funny and do something a lot more wholesome. And 2 of our great alumni have a very important announcement. They're engaged! Well, now that we've done something wholesome, we can go back to shitty sketch comedy.